I want to show you how to add some image and document resources to enrich the information on the taxa in your knowledge base. And if we look in the knowledge base folder, you've seen this before, there's the actual knowledge base. We have a subdirectory there called images. I've added some more subdirectories in there, for example harvestman with a picture of a harvestman in, same with pseudoscorpions, and I've added a few for spiders. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to reference those now from the knowledge base. We use the medias tab again, that won't be a surprise to you. First one I'm going to get is the harvestman image. Let's go and just copy the file name to help us. This is a JPEG file. So it's under the, I'm going to leave a gap actually because those are all about help and these are about taxa. So images, and it's in harvestman, I think, / there, it's a JPEG. And just like the help images, we specify those characters there, the 100% width and the image local type resource. Then a caption, I'm going to specify the name, which is all in the file, so I'm just going to copy the file name and then edit that, italicize that. Use the copyright symbol, copy semicolon or bookmark, that will do. Okay, and now I have to actually specify the taxon. This isn't about character or character state help, this is about illustrating a taxon. So now I have to put the taxon I want to illustrate, which in our case is just harvestmen. Just need to check that it's harvestmen and not man. Harvestman, yeah. Okay, so if I go to the macros and save the worksheet and refresh, when I click, nothing's happening, so I must have got some. Okay, so what happened here is that I didn't spell this right, it's harvestman. So let's save that again. Refresh. So as I click on any of the rectangles representing the taxa in this two-column visualization, it expands to show any images associated with it. They appear in other contexts with other visualizations. For example, the single image key, I'll get a little camera if any taxa are associated with it. You can pan and zoom these images around. That's how the visualizations work. Okay, so let's add some more resources into this now on the media tab. And to save typing time, I'm going to copy some ones I've entered elsewhere. So here's my pseudoscorpion image, and here are my 3 spider images. Okay, so let's see what effect that has if I save the worksheet and refresh the visualization. We'll look at this through the single column key. So you can see now I've got this camera icon by 3 of my taxa because they've got images associated with them. There's the pseudoscorpion image, and the spiders, of course, I've got 3 images, so the this image display box handles that quite nicely. I can pan between them like this and so on. But what if I would like the to change the priority of these images? I want this one, this Ostearius image, to come up as the default image. Then of course I use the priority to do that. So let's go back to the media, change the priorities of this. So I'll say 1, 2, 3 like this. Save that, refresh the visualization, and now we'll see if I click on the harvestman there, the Ostearius is the default image there. Okay, now how about other stuff, documentation? If we look at one of these other visualizations here, the full taxon details, this will let you select a taxon, and it shows any images that are available, the knowledge base values that are there, plus also any text files. Now there are none associated with this at the moment, so I want to show you how to do that. If we have a look in the folder, you might have noticed before that I've created a new subfolder there in the knowledge base folder called documents, and in there there are some HTML files, this extension HTM. So those are what the document picks up. It will only pick up HTML files. Now, if that worries you, don't be worried, because you can open something like a Word document and save it as HTML. So this is a Word document, and I've just actually cheated and copied and pasted some words from Wikipedia in there, and then I've gone File, Save As, save to my computer, and I've picked the file type of web page filtered HTML. Okay, and that's how I've saved these. So they're very easy to create. It's much more complicated if you want to include images, but for simple text it's very, very straightforward. So I'm now going to reference some of these HTML files from the visualization, and it won't be a surprise to you, we do that from the Media tab. And it's a very, very similar procedure as referencing images, except now we reference the document. So I've got one called Harvestman Body Plan, HTM. We don't have to worry about the image width, and this has to be HTML local. Caption we won't worry about for now, but what we must associate it with, of course, is our taxon, and our taxon in this case is Harvestman. I've made another typo. I've put Harvestman body plants. Let's change that. Save the worksheet and refresh the visualization. Go back here, pick Harvestman. Okay, now we see the text. Okay, so with this visualization you can take off individual elements. So I could take off the knowledge base values and just show the text and the pictures. So let's see that happening now with some more by adding some more stuff for spiders. I'm going to save time, do what I did before by copying some stuff I've already done earlier. So those are my spider documents. Now you can see, because I've got two documents, both associated with spiders, okay? So this will present these to us in a drop-down list, and the text that appears in the drop-down list for each item is the caption here. So if you've got more than one, you do have to have a caption in here. Okay, so let's save that, refresh, go to the full taxon details, and let's pick spiders this time. So now we've got the spider text there, and we can change between the available documents by using this. So this is a great way of presenting, for example, full description details to users for individual taxa. And it really shows you kind of richness of the information that you can present in these visualizations.